The silent death is here. Heroes to conquer, dressed in fear. Don't make a sound, don't let them hear. Cause if you're found, then you'll be disappear. I'm coming for glory. This is the only way to be. You've heard all my stories, you know it's in my destiny. No pain, no love, it's a long game, focus. Dive in the war, be the soldier, no difficulty can hold us. Keep looking out for the danger, even from things that we seem to love. Just with a snap of my fingers, enemy turn to dust.
Now keep coming, keep knocking my door. It's the bloodshed that leave me hungry for more. Always ready for war, feasting on the applause. Cause victory is written into my core. So come on,
now bring it on. I've been waiting for too long. My rage is growing stronger than a storm.
so come on, can you feel it now? This is what I'm talking about. The craving sound inside my mind for days and hours. I say it loud, say it proud.
I got my dreams in me. Here comes the killing spree. Can't be defeated, cause I am believed in. Let victory make history.
There will be pains again, but then we gain from it. We never aim the same. Yeah, it's hurricane in my lane. There's raining flame away. If you wanna taste my game, there'll be silent cut, the violent rush. Even lights get shut with the direct touch. I need no luck, cause I'm the one, and this is my winning song. So come on,
Now bring it on. I've been waiting for too long. My rage is growing stronger than a storm.
so come on, can you feel it now? This is what I'm talking about. The craving sound inside my mind for days and hours. Say it loud, say it proud.
I got my dreams in me.
Welcome everyone, I am Leandro Amica e eu quero desejar a todos participantes do torneio Summer League um bom jogo. Good luck to all!
My name is Justin and you might know me from the Live with Master Twitch channel. I would just quickly like to wish all of the participants of AoV Summer League 2021 good luck on that big prize pool, and everybody else so much fun on watching the content. Hope to see you all on the battlefield soon, guys.
Hello, I'm Alfonso Gardeazabal, once again speaking on behalf of the Arena of Valor development team. We've got a great new Arena of Valor update coming your way, and I'm here to bring you all the first-hand news straight from the development team. We're really pleased to see that the championship, which underwent a major update in the previous update, was well received. One of my coworkers tells me how they competed in every match with friends and managed to win only one championship, making them a single crown champion. Although the competition was very challenging, they say that the fun of competing as a team against other teams was truly something memorable. To players who have won multiple championships, you have my heartfelt admiration. All right then, back to business it is. Let's take a closer look at what we've got for you in this new update. We've always shown zero tolerance towards match-breaking or abusive behaviors. However, the algorithm has always been one of the most difficult to optimize in the entire game. Therefore, we are continuing to improve the algorithm and strive for an ongoing progress so that more bad conduct can be subjected to monitoring and penalties, and in turn create a better game environment for everyone. In this tweak, not only did we optimize the algorithm, but we also increased the penalties. Player accounts judged to be displaying match-breaking behaviors will lose all data from the highest rank and the Seal of Kings. This means that match-breaking players will not only be banned from their accounts, but they will also be immediately removed from the rankings. Their highest rank will be reset to Bronze 3, and the Seal of Kings will be reset to 0. Even while penalizing bad conduct, we've always believed that players with good conduct and attitude deserve to be encouraged and be seen as role models by all players. In some cases, even when they lose, these outstanding players continue to encourage their teammates to do their very best, even when at a disadvantage, and not give up until the very end. Even when defeat is imminent, they just keep being positive. In order to encourage these MVPs that lost, we have made a small optimization. When a player becomes the MVP of a losing team, the stars earned by the losing MVP will be settled first. This is to prevent a situation where Brave points are deducted if Brave points and the losing MVP stars are settled simultaneously. With two powerful creatures dominating the battlefield, the enraged Darkslayer and Drake, those brave enough to challenge them on their own often pay a heavy price for their recklessness. If you've experienced the powerful wrath of these creatures, like me, you've probably wondered what it would be like to command the battlefield as they do and gain the absolute power to crush ordinary mortals. Or do you share the thought commonly expressed in fairy tales where dragons are always fated to be slaughtered by the courageous? Given the chance to become a dragon, can you successfully rewrite destiny and become the supreme dominator of the battlefield? In the new gameplay mode, Morph Battle, you will be given your wish. Players will enter as a Drake or a Darkslayer. Of course, we have no intention to turn this game into a monster fight like Monster Wars, Darkslayer versus Drake. We want to retain the core experience of Arena of Valor and combine it with the fun of transforming into a dragon to dominate the battlefield. Therefore, in Morph Battle, you will need to meet certain requirements in order to transform into a dragon. Each transformation requires a certain amount of energy, but basic requirements like this should prove relatively easy, as you can kill heroes, minions, monsters, or towers to charge up. Once the charge-up requirements have been met, you'll be able to transform with a single tap. Although Morph Battle is a 5v5 match, there won't be any restrictions on players using the same hero or the number of dragons on the battlefield. In other words, you can transform together with your friends to form a 5-dragon team. Just thinking about it should be enough to get anyone's heart racing. Just between you and me, the dragon skills are really interesting and will definitely be an eye-opener for you. Whether you prefer the dexterous Drake or the formidable Darkslayer, come try your hand out in Morph Battle. Since the birth of Arena of Valor, players have always been familiar with the profile page. However, due to the existing page design, it hasn't really been able to keep up with the increasingly rich game content menus that have left it behind. With this new update, we intended to have the profile page not only display personal info, but also become a personal social space for every player. The new personal space system allows for better self-expression and interaction with the other players. And you can probably hear my cat meowing in the background. I'm actually going to leave that in because it's kind of funny. Anyway, continuing. First of all, we wanted to create a space where players could express themselves and to be able to freely create their own image and tell their own narratives. What better way can there be to demonstrate your attitude in Arena of Valor than with your favorite heroes? After the update, there will be a 3D hero image display function on the profile page where players
Turn to ban. Turn to ban. Team's turn to pick. to pick. Red team's turn to ban. Blue team's turn to ban. Red team's turn to ban.
Yo. I saw your message, but I don't understand what happened.
Blue team's turn to ban. Red team's turn to pick. Blue team's turn to pick. Red team's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sounds good. I'm gonna mute myself and then just keep watching this. Looks like a nice match here today. Probably gonna be a one-sided stomp. Yeah. Nice. Okay, I need to go at least finish that email first, so I'll be back.
Get ready. Minions will be deployed in 5 seconds. Prepare to engage.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yuki's here too. Yeah, nice. This is a all cons game, so I'm just in here right now because people weren't here, so I just wanted to keep Shadow company. But I have some things I need to go do right now, so unfortunately, I'm not on the schedule today either. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll continue to stick around and listen in, but yeah, I'll let you guys have the mic.
Oh, are they playing right now? I just came home, so I don't know anything about it.
Yes, it's one of the groups.
Just a real match play.
Okay, so we're casting this right away then. Well, great team fight coming up. OT from Dirac.
Zata was on very low health. She somehow survived the ultimate, but she was not capable of staying there and defending the lane against 5 people from the red team. I
Yes.
haven't checked the name yet, but you know.
Well. Oh, interesting. We're seeing a more in this game. This is going to be interesting. Moran has to get his stacks up, and I'm expecting him to use alchemy, which means he's gonna stack up with gold really quickly. Late game Moran's gonna be a real threat for this team if they can hold on to the late game.
We can see that Moran is at 2.3k gold here, one of the top gold from his team yet until this point. And we will see if he got enough build for him to do what Yugi just said.
Do his role as a hyper carry, basically.
We can see that a lot of damage was being done by Caffeine over there with the ultimate. And now they're trying to pressure the tower, but the minions was not already there. Zata jump here and try to ultimate, but she missed it. She cannot leap into the air.
Yes, it was enough to kill Fane, though.
Well, I thought, yeah, it's lagging. It's lagging for me.
Me too. So basically, the jungle from red side's been hyper invaded here. Kira is really quite well farmed up as well, and Zata both on 3.7k with the Caffeine on 3.8k. This is looking like a big snowball.
We can see that Zata is at the top goal for his team at 4.1k gold here, only at the 6th minute yet. And we can see that Florentina was being targeted by Airy and Richter. He has his magic orb on, but I doubt that he can barely survive even under the tower.
Oh,
he managed to output a 3 in the tower.
Wow.
Fantastic gameplay.
Yes. Great outplay there by Florentino. Yeah, but I think that even though that might be, it's still going to. Blue side has so much of an advantage now. They will capitalize on it. I don't think Moran can carry this game through. They have a Dirac though, so their wave clear and lane protection is pretty good. So they might be able to defend a couple of towers here. But wow, blue side is pushing extremely hard here. Oh, great ultimate by Zata, and that's probably going to be GG, wrapping this game up.
We still have Dirac left to defend his base, but I don't think Dirac alone can do the trick yet.
His shield is up.
He still have ultimate, but he was being targeted by 5 member and being shut down by Caffeine eventually. And that last ground tower was taken down for Team Blue. Moran was able to respond. He tried to clear some minions, but he was targeted as well. And now the base is being attacked.
Yeah, they should try and end and not rush for more kills here. There's no point of this is crazy bullying with this type of 13k gold lead, almost 14k gold lead actually. There's no coming back from it. GG's from the blue side. We could see that the KDAs from both Kira and Zata are amazing. At 408, Flo is 303, and Caffeine is 419. It's almost a perfect game coming out from the blue side here. I would like to see the damage. I think Zata did most of the damage this game.
Yeah, we can see on the detail that Zata has complete the book that block the HP regeneration.
The Reaper's Tomb and the Evil Secrets.
Yeah, Zata and Caffeine were the main damage carriers for Team Blue on the side, with Caffeine doing 66,000 damage just in that short 7 or 8 minutes game.
Yes. What a snowball from blue side.
Absolute destruction we have here.
Yeah, that's the problem of picking a super late game team with Dirac, Ivy, and Moran. If you don't have a good counter for the early game, you're going to struggle. And this is what happens.
Just to check, Yugi, can you see the video well? Because
Yes,
it's
I
lagging.
Well, it's on just the damage output right now, so it's probably fine.
Yeah,
Yo,
but the video reaction is lagging for me when it's in the match. I don't know if it's me or is it the streaming quality.
I think it might be your internet. Be careful. Well, we would like to thank our sponsors for showing us such a great game here with Trovo, Timmy, and AoV, giving us the 100k vouchers and the 150 euros prize pool. We'll see you back for the next match. then what do I play?
Right, welcome everyone to that second match of today evening schedule. So we're gonna have team. Hold on, let me check. I haven't checked this. I haven't done my homework yet, so excuse me.
It's Team Legends versus
Team Dawn.
Team Dawn. Yes.
And just a tiny update that Team Dawn will not get the point because they're missing one people. Missing one player. So Yugi PK, our fellow caster here, will be joining them as a filler. So as we discussed today, all fillers are dangerous, so don't underestimate them.
I'm
Alright.
Japan.
Yeah, well, I doubt it for Yugi PK though. I doubt it. So for the first ban today, coming from Team Legends, we're gonna have L'Oreal and Hayate being banned. As a response to that, Team Dawn, they chose to ban Mina and Zip. Those are the two on-meta support picks that if you don't ban them, they're gonna get picked. Guarantee. It's always a guarantee. And we can see that Team Legends is trying to hover over that Whirl. It's been a long time since we last seen that Whirl suppling the hero.
Yes.
But
it's
he
quite
tried-
a risky pick, Whirl.
Yeah, but he chose not to do that, and he chose to play Front Gino instead. Actually, he can play Whirl as well because this is a show match. You can come in and troll and do whatever you want. But he chose to play properly, so kudos to TL Master SC. And for Team Dawn, we can see that L'Oreal Easy Carry has chosen Tulin. One of his absolute famous heroes as he goes mid with. It's so far I only know that L'Oreal Easy Carry only play Tulin and L'Oreal. Those are his two most dangerous cards right now.
Yes.
To follow up with that, we have Wase playing Lumber as a support. This is the first time that Lumber show up in this tournament. On the other side, Team Legends, we're gonna see Anit and Raz. Anit was one of the most hot pick support right now. TL Pekka chose to pick Violet instead. We might be able to see that combo Anit Violet here in the Dragon lane. Yes, they are final. No, at the last seconds, they chose to pick Raz instead. So that leaves a ADC spot open for Team Legend. As for Team Dawn, they're now going for this their third pick, and their spots are open for a jungler, an ADC, and a solo Slayer. We can see the Tulin with Lumber. So now we might be able to see, I think they're gonna pick an AD support. AD jungler. It's not very likely to be another Kira or something like that. Airy. We have seen a lot of Airy in jungle right now in the tournament. But it's gonna be very likely for this Airy to be at the Slayer lane instead.
Yes, I think so too, that this area might be at the Slayer lane. Since Tulin's probably hopping in jungle, or maybe we might see a new jungler here.
Absolutely.
Hera gets banned up though, closing up, and Caphony as well. Closing up the ADCs and the junglers.
And you for sure that they're not gonna pick up Kira, so they rather have their opponent not picking it either. So that last banning phase gonna head toward Caphony, Zata. I don't understand a Zata ban. They might want to reconsider that. Yeah, they're gonna ban Elendor instead. Because the Zata ban might not be able to mean so much here since Raz is already being picked by Team Legends.
Yes. Team Legends banned triple ADC though, which is gonna be a difficult match for Team Dawn to figure out what ADC they want to play.
they still have that option to play Violet if Thorn was to be banned. But they chose not to ban the ADC. They're targeting the Slayer lane position. Malok, I don't think Malok will be likely to appear in Team Donier. They already have Lumber and Airy. Unless Airy go jungle and then Malok can, you know, check up that Slayer lane. But in this case, Airy gonna go Slayer as we predicted.
Yes, it seems so.
Seems very likely to be so because you're casting and playing at the same time. You read the chat. Yeah, that's cheating.
No, honestly, I haven't a clue yet since.
Yeah. Seems like it's really.
No, since they've been talking in German.
Yeah, okay, we accept that excuse. Alright, heading toward the last picking phase for Team Legends. Now they're gonna choose a jungler and an ADC. Thorn is being hovered here. We can, as we recall, for the last banning option, Team Legends opt not to ban that Thorn. They might want to use that Thorn card instead.
Yes,
Now
well, Fawn is still quite strong, but I think he has a low win rate in this current tournament. Since Fawn, the problem with Fawn is he has difficulty to get the positioning to shoot because he doesn't have higher range like the Caffeines or the Violets.
Absolutely, but that will not stop Team Legends from choosing that Thorn. They're gonna neglect all that negative notes coming from Yugi PK as he left in. And now for the last picking option for Team Dawn. It's gonna be... It might be an AO for jungler position. It's very rare that we see an AO here in this tournament. AO is not banned too often.
Yes,
I
and
think
Fawn is locked in as well.
Oh, for real? Yeah. So, I think that the most famous AO player in this tournament is Elias in Team Clown Cats. Let me check if his team was eliminated or not.
No, his team went through. They had a very tough match against Mass Heroes, but they went through.
Oh, shame those Mass Heroes. I cheered too much for them, only to see them lose.
Huh?
Yeah, I was going on the YouTube live chat and there goes
Vamos.
Vamos, Rose. And still they're gonna lose against Clown Cats. Shame.
What a
All right.
shame.
Back to the match, we're gonna have Ariel, Florentino, Thorn, Anes, and Raz versus Tulen, Lumber, Airy, AO, and Violet. Seems like both teams. Looking at the composition of these teams here, we can see that Team Dawn, they have some massive assassins, we can say. Tulen, I think that Tulen is heading more toward a assassin mage more than just a pure mage for his shocking damage dealing ability, as well as Airy and AoE too. Those three, I think those three are very good at ambushing and surprise attack. We can see that Yugi PK used alchemy talent to balance that out with that Thorn from the opposition.
Yes, well, Alchemy is in season currently. It's really a shame not to use it on an ADC.
5 seconds.
Okay, toward the first actions of the game, we have both teams gathering in the mid lane. I don't think there's gonna be a possible invade here. Yugi got punched by that grass. And there's two people here from Team Legends to support that Raz to form up as quick as possible. We can see that Tulen, despite having no support, he was forming at a very quick rate too. We can see that Raz and Anes was taking a very bold route checking the jungle. Lumber was being pushed back. He was under attack. He got a heal. Yes, Tori was able to shut him off very quickly.
Yes, that Lumber got caught then.
That's a very fantastic flicker and push by Raz there. Very confident taking down that Lumber. And on the other side, we're gonna have a Florentino versus Eri up there. Both on a low health, and now Eri has just outplayed Florentino after Florentino misses too much skill. We're gonna see some interference maybe here. Yugi PK roll to that other side. I think he might regret that, but no, his support was there to save him. And now Team Dawn were in very low health. Raz was in low health too. AO jump in, finish him off. But they were with the health condition right now, I don't think they will be capable of competing that Dragon and the Sentinel. They might be able to check Sentinel though.
Yes, the gold lead here is basically even, so this is going to be a tough match for both teams.
Yeah. Oasis being attacked by 2 members. Eri going there, but he was not able to save anyone. That Bone Shaper does not connect. However, Arrow was ultimate to get away from the combat. We see that once again. Some Florentino versus Eri action going on here. Florentino, despite having disadvantages, or still wanting to fight. And on the other side, we have AoE versus Raz. That's a total victory for Team Dawn there. Both of the jungler and Slayer lane was able to success in that combat. So at this point, the gold lead is 600 gold. Not too much for the 3rd minute mark, but that still proves that Team Dawn has some advantages over Team Legends now. We see that Raz still on level 3. He was able to do some poking damage, but not much can be done by him at this point. We can see that Warren trying to target that Tulin was able to retreat just in time. Now we might be able to face that 3 versus 4 situation here in the Dragon lane. Now Anit health was pretty low. Ultimate by Lumber. Bone Shaper does connect, and Lumber has to go down. The Dragon is being taken down by TL Master, who was able to take that Dragon. Aoi trying to compete the Dragon has to go down. And Eri too, he tried to dance in front of 5 member, and he has to be down too. While he tried to defend the tower, Yugi PK was being shut down by that tower dive, made possible by 5 members of the blue team, Team Legends.
Yes.
What a fantastic gameplay.
Yes, and that 4 now has 4 kills, which is going to be a tough time for any team to come back from.
As we mentioned earlier, despite having some big disadvantages, Thorn seems to doing quite well in that lane. Oops, I'm lacking here.
Thorn is lacking because he's being able to power form both lanes. He's also taking mid lane. That's why we saw the Raz only being level 3 for a really long time.
We can see there's some actions going on in the middle lane. Yeah, no one's gonna try to push the tower, despite being a 4v3 right here. I don't think there will be a tower dive. But ultimate by Thorn dealing such a huge amount of damage, Yugi PK has to retreat back home. Still, nothing much to be done in the middle lane.
Yes, but we can see the Raz checking the jungle here, trying to look for a little gank. The tower protection went down, so Team Dawn has to be careful for the Dragon Lane tower.
We can see that Team Legends, they try to push both the mid lane tower and the Dragon Lane tower. Some action by Raz was able to take that L'Oreal easy carry down to half his health. We see some tower dive happening in the Dragon Lane. What a accurate ultimate by Lumber. the Torn ultimate wasn't able to do anything much. Raz coming in, trying to do something.
The arrow
He was in great danger. He has to retreat, and he successfully doing so. Ares going here, rotating down, trying to get some killed, but unfortunately, he was not quick enough. I'm lagging really bad right here.
Well, yes, we could see the gold lead now slipping to almost a 2k gold lead coming out from Team Legends. And the dragon getting picked up by them as well. It's not a too big of a goal lead, but it is quite difficult to come back from this. Especially when both ADCs have alchemy.
Absolutely. Now Team Dawn has to defend those two towers really well. They don't want any tower disadvantages here, since that leads to no visions, less possessions about the resources. That could be a very slippery slope for them. Eri with the ultimate trying to back up. No one chasing after him. And now Team Legends are heading toward Million Tower instead of a combat. And that seems to be a great choice. Bone Shaver connects to two people. Horn trying to shoot his damage out. While that area was being outplayed by Florentino up in that Slayer lane.
Yes. You could see the rotations coming on from Annette and Fawn being a lot quicker than the Violet here. Violet gets popped out and
in danger to shoot. That ultimate does not connect. Yep, it does not connect to Violet, but Annette was being able to finish her off with the
Forest Wanderer.
Yeah. You see Ayo jumping in, trying to take down Raz, but Raz was being very enlightened. Not enlightened, use the wrong word. But you get the point, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, the problem with Raz here is that because he gave all his phone to Fawn, so Fawn is basically ahead of everyone on the map, he came up a bit short when it comes to his own damage.
Absolutely. Now Thorn was leading the map with 5.5k gold. Some combat happening in here. Lumber ultimate. He was not ready to fight yet. Bone Shaver does connect and Lumber has to go down. Thorn shutting her off. The ultimate by Thorn dealing a huge amount of damage. And L'Oreal easy carry has to go down too. The Bone Shaver connects once again. And now Ayo is trying to back up, but he has no choice. Eri too. But Eri with mobility was being able to get back home with 1 HP left. I was jumping in trying to take down that Thorn. But Annette was being very focused on that. Ayo almost outplayed by the duo. We can see here the goal lead is almost 5 point, yeah, it's almost 5k.
Yes. And the towers being down like this, all tier 1 towers are down. So now Dawn has to play a very defensive game. And hope they could come back in the late game if the Violet can get his farm up.
Having taken down that Midland tower, now they have more control to the visions of an enemy here. This, as I mentioned earlier, this is a slippery slope for Team
Dawn.
Team Dawn here. They're losing their advantages slowly, but not slowly, but exponentially, I can say.
Yes, well no, actually they've been freezing that advantage for about 6 minutes now.
Yeah,
but Florentino not pushing, Violet is gonna try defending, but Florentino doesn't dive the Violet.
Yeah, so very good Bone Shaver. That Bone Shaver absolutely destroyed Team Dawn. It was able to take down Dawn, Barry, Yor, and Loyal Easy Carry. The main damage carrier of the team now only have Yugi PK left. He has to defend that last inner tower alone by himself with Fast, with the support, Lumber. But now they have to make that decision whether or not they're gonna defend that high ground tower and lose that inner, or they're gonna have to sacrifice his 2 inner towers for 1 high ground.
The choice is obvious. You have to defend your tier 3s. They're the hardest thing to protect in this game.
Absolutely. Now Team Legends are heading toward the Lord Slayer. Florentino is responsible with releasing the trait right here. As we can see that the minions wave for both for freelance are not pushing up high. They might want to push that minions wave high first before releasing the trait or some sort of that.
Yes, I'm expecting to have to deal with all 3 waves here. It's going to be quite difficult for Team Dom to pull this off, but if they can defend, they might have a chance.
Florentino, he's in the dragon lane, trying to take out the Abyssal Dragon. And now I think they're gonna go and push Annette. However, she was targeted by 3 people, by Yugi PK2, but her windshield helped her escape. What an outplay by Annette. And now Eri has to go down, the Bone Shaper does connect, and Wase has to go down to Yugi PK. The Bone Shaper connect to Yugi PK, he has to go down very quickly. That's half of his health in just half a second. And now Tulin was able to finish him off. And now I think that the high ground tower in the middle lane is going to be down since the Drake is connected to that tower.
Yes, but honestly, just 1 high ground here is not enough for Team Legends to be really happy about. They probably want more. They probably want the game right now. Florentino now dancing.
Destruction by arrow. His Bone Shaver accuracy is too high. Damage dealt by it is massive. Yugi PK trying to do something. He's in his place now. Simply hopeless. None of his teammates were left to support him. And now he's being taken down by Port 2, and that's gonna be a good game from Team Legends. An absolute destruction from them. Able to snowball the game to the late point, having torn as 10.5k gold. With that amount of build, no wonders his damage was so high that Team Dawn has no way to defend it.
Yes. In the end, it was probably Team Dawn that got completely outpicked there. The Aoi picked into Arrow is not a good idea because Aoi needs to take down Swishies and deal a lot of damage, but Arrow is to sustain way too much.
Absolutely, especially when that Bone Shaper by Arrow connects, that gives him a bunch of healing effects. And that is why he stayed in the combat for such a long time.
Yes, one more thing we have to point out, the Tulin wanted to boost his damage, so he didn't get Tomb of the Reaper for his anti-heal. Big mistake though, since no other members of the anti-heal other than Irie. But Irie doesn't do any AoE damage, so it comes up kind of badly for Team Dawn here. Well, either way they've lost the game since the start, so it doesn't really matter. But great job coming out from Team Legends.
Yeah, we can see some bad fighting spirit coming from Yugi PK, knowing his team was too lost at the beginning. Shame on you, Yugi.
Shame on me?
Yeah, you should have tried instead of, Yeah, you tried your best, I know that.
8k gold. The most other person has 6k. What am I supposed to do any more than that?
So as we mentioned earlier, all the fillers and the random people are dangerous. Except for Yugi PK, of course.
Yes. He's just a simple noob who somehow got to master.
Absolutely, some jokes going on here, but
Well, we're looking forward to the next game, which is going to happen quite soon, actually.
So the next game gonna be between Team Henches is God and Team
Dievner. I can't read German. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. It's in 10 minutes. Come and watch it.
Die Gering Verdiener. Yeah, I try my best. I'm going. No, yeah.
It's going to probably be a great game. So come and join us. We would like to thank our sponsors again, Timmy, AoV, and Trovo, for the 100k vouchers and the €150 prize pool.
Absolutely. Now you guys can watch our stream on both YouTube and Trovo here. We will give the link to the Trovo in the description below. Be sure to check that out.
Please check out Trovo. They've been sponsoring this tournament. They're quite new, and they do have quite a good website on already. So come and try it. It might interest you guys.
For those who asked us if we stream on other platforms like Twitch or Facebook, the answer is no. If you guys can somehow manage to ask Twitch or any other streaming platform to sponsor us, yeah, now I'm pretty sure the answer is gonna be yes, but you know.
So yes, we're waiting for the next team to come in. Let's take a short break of around not even 10 minutes to wait for the next game to start. You can mute us now, Shadow.
team's turn to ban.
How do you pronounce the red team's name again, Shadow? Okay.
Yeah, let's skip that. Right.
Hello, guys. Are we back on, Shadow?
All right. Tell us when we're back on that. Hello.
Team's turn to ban.
Okay.
Welcome everyone back to our third match of the day in that evening shift right here. This match is scheduled for a BO1 and it's gonna be between team the dinner something and team
Anger is God.
Hengus God, yeah. Sorry if I pronounced her name wrong, but you get the point. And for the first match today, coming from see.
On the blue side, we have Henger's God, if I'm correct, and on the red side, we have the Herrenkrenger. Still can't pronounce that name.
Team's turn to ban.
Trying our best, I guess.
Let's not insult him more. So the first two fans from Team D is gonna be Zata and Scott. We have seen Zata and Scott today in this tournament. Scott proves to be an absolute destroyer for the jungle.
Yes.
With his HP and attack and damage, the AP damage done.
And from the red side, they ban out two extremely powerful solo laners that are mainly true damage based, which is Irie and Florentino. Well,
Unfortunately for them, Zip is gonna be a choice for Team D now. DG, I'm just gonna call him DG because. As for Team Hanging Scott, we're gonna have Ata and potentially another ADC or a mid laner.
yes, well, both the ADC or the mid laner that they choose, they both chose both Iggy and Fawn here. Both hyper carries do extreme amounts of damage from early game to late game.
I think that's a very good response to that Zip pick from Team DG, since Zip can prove to be quite problematic for them.
Yes, but if the Kira gets locked in here, which I think he will, it's gonna be problematic for the Iggy and the Fawn. Kira can catch him out and basically kill them in less than a second.
Absolutely. We're gonna need to see some tanky support. I think that the best option now for Team Hanks' Scott here is gonna be a Mina, because Mina was able to protect his teammate from assassins like Kira, Zata, or any other fast approaching attackers.
Well, yes, but one more thing we have to point out though, it's I think blue side wanted to pick into the Iggy since they banned out Zata.
An Iggy pick.
But red side picked it first.
Yeah.
Well, the priority picks here are really, really difficult since they left. Since in this meta we have so many strong heroes.
So I think that they should have secured that strong support, some hardcore support that can protect the teammates. A Greg.
Greg,
We've seen a lot of good Gregs in that Group A and Group B.
it's still a very risky pick though. Crash here, it's a very strong hero, and he just got buffed. So Crash here might actually be a slightly better idea than the Greg. Ifnif, and also very tanky support with a lot of HP
To ban.
and a lot of shooting. But I would disagree with picking this type of support against a Hayate though.
Absolutely. I can argue that Weapon F without his enhanced first ability will have very difficult time facing that Hayate, that Dragon lane. Unless that Weapon F is gonna be in that Slayer lane, then that's gonna be a different story from Hayate that we have discussed.
Well, Hayate, when paired up with Zip, is pretty difficult to deal with since after the Kunai Blitz, if the Zip is on point, he can just go and suck up Hayate and then leave.
Absolutely. Zip is. I don't think that Zip should be the one that should have, you know, that can be let out that easily. That
To ban.
they're gonna have to find some way to counter it, or they're gonna have to ban it because Zip alone can be very, very dangerous until right now.
Well, with their comp, I think they might actually look forward to just busting down Zip fairly quickly and just killing him. With Fawn and Iggy, they have the ability to do that. With probably the two highest damage per second heroes in AoV right now.
Yeah, but while attacking Zip, they're gonna have to be aware of that Kira too. And I don't think that the support well enough right now gonna be capable of you know, chasing down that Kira for them to protect that Thorn and Iggy.
The thing with Ifnif is, don't forget that he can still catch a Nigi, Kira, and push him out of range of the Iggy and Fawn. And it doesn't take much to kill Kira if she isn't in her S2 invulnerable state.
But the problem is you're gonna have your enhanced first ability first if you want to, you know, shine and protect your teammates. But that's gonna be quite hard to do so since you have true damage carrier like Hayate, like Zip over there.
Are we really going to see a Zenith here? That would be really interesting. No, they go back to Varus, a much safer pick. And we might see the Fawn going back into the jungle like the old days. And oh wow, will we see a Vero and Ifnef combo again?
This is not the first time we have seen that combo, Ifnef and Vero. This is not the first time.
But
We have seen that in scrimmage too. It's a game between Monarchy and Masked Heroes.
Yes, and
It was absolutely destroyed by the opponents.
yes, but here we actually see a Varus, which is a way safer pick. I'm hoping for a Fawn jungle since Fawn now can do damage with his purple bullets on the little minions again, on the crits from the jungle again. So Fawn is now a viable jungler once more.
So instead of that, we're gonna have Rush and Chi as a respawn, as the last pick.
Raz, Chi, there's a lot of good solo laners being covered here.
I think that good Chi can counter that Varus quite well if he knows how to, you know, predict all that pattern, all that passive by Varus. Varus is not some OP solo lane that cannot be countered. She can be countered.
But I'm actually thinking Varus might actually jungle this game.
Oh, that's very interesting. We haven't seen a Varus jungle since the early day of the tournament. Even in scrimmage, we haven't seen that.
Yes, but we've seen the Varus jungle in AWC. And if any team can pull it off, it's probably one of these teams. One of the best teams of the tournament.
It's very hard, but it's not impossible, you know.
Nah, Killgraph is going to go jungle for sure now.
Absolutely.
And if Killgraph was picked in here, the damage output from team Dig, I can't pronounce this, from red team, it's going to be extreme.
For a red team.
Yes.
Yeah. It seems like the composition from the red team is Hunch is God, right? But composition is not a bad one. Actually, it's a very perfect one. You have all the tanks, all the AP damage, all the AD damage.
Yes,
And for the durability, endurance, you have all of that.
I might think they might lack a slightly bit of CC coming from most of the heroes. Fawn does have CC, but I would rather still go purple bullets on him to maximize the damage. Oh, Varus jungle is what they're deciding to pick, and it's Killcraft solo lane. Killcraft is she
10
wins
seconds
until
remaining.
level 4, but then Killcraft can actually smurf on Chi really hard.
We're in for a good treat today with the Varus jungle, the first one. Or the ADC, or they are
Minions will be
even a
deployed
solo
in 5
player.
seconds.
For the
Like Chi.
ADC, it's a must. For the rest of the team, if you can use it, you will use it. Because there's no resource more important than gold in this game.
Well, yes, but no. I don't know how to explain that, but we're gonna skip over that for a moment.
Yes, and Zip is taking up the creeps so that the red team has a slower lane clear here.
That's actually a good point. If Zip pick up all the minions, chances are that Ibnef's not gonna have enough passive power to do that enhanced first skill.
Yes, one more thing we're seeing is a 3-man rotation from both teams here. Even though they have Zip, they might actually have a slower lane clear since Fawn can just use his purple bullets to just burst down the creeps here.
We can see that both teams are playing with caution here. They're checking map, they're staying low, and Ibnef is pushed off the grass, and now he has to play for his life. He was not able to get his enhanced first ability, and he has to left his first kill of the game to rest.
Yes. Varus here might not get her level 4 if she's not careful. I would like to see which jungle item Varus is, since Varus can be built for damage or quite tanky.
Varus, yeah, I haven't seen the jungle item yet. I think that if playing Varus, I would prefer rather a tanky item instead. We can see that Killcraft has to go back since she just absolutely dominates up there, while his teammates in the Drunken Lane was able to take down that first shrine for them.
Yes, and Varus going in. Kira gets low but gets away with her ultimate there.
See that?
By Chief to
She was able to shut down that Varus in front of 3 of her teammates who were not able to do anything much for that, apart from just looking at her dying.
Yes.
And now his teammates Kira and Raz coming for a rescue, and she was able to get back safely.
Overextension here, and
They have to go down. You can see that Ibnef has no chance to get that enhanced first ability at all. They leave him no chance to do that, and they just shut him off too quickly, not letting him any chances to go back to the base, to retreat even.
At this point, it's looking like the Varus jungle is gonna struggle. And yes, we can see a Leviathan coming from Varus instead of...
Ooh, we can see some action right there. Varus and Iggy was taking down Raz low, and then the ultimate from Iggy take down that Raz. We just see that some super range here by Iggy, stretching from the top side of the river to the under the jungle. And now that Kira has to back up. We might potentially face a 5v3 situation coming here.
Well, at this point, red team just needs to defend. If they can defend till late game, they are significantly stronger.
Absolutely, when that Ivanov got his tanking items, when Iggy damage was so massive, Kira hiding in the bush, ambushing that Iggy. She was almost able to do so, but she was stopped by that Varus, who tried to shut her off. But now he's trying to come back and outplay that Varus. But Varus chooses to retreat instead of taking down and compete.
Varus here not being very effective. The problem with Varus jungle is you have to have a quicker jungle clear than your opponent. But since there was a first solo kill with the on the mid side, the Kira actually got her level 4 before the Varus, which hinders Varus massively.
Zip trying to suck all the minions in once again, leaving the leaving the red team has got no chance to take their HP and the gold they need. And from continuously doing that, they're gonna have a 3k gold lead here, and she was being shut down by 3 members of Team Henry Scott.
In this sense, we could see the early game comp being favored and being more effective here. With the Kira Raz combo.
Well, cool up placed by Hayase trying to shut down that Thorn, and now enhanced ability 1 by Ivanov, but he should be using that to retreat rather than attacking that Hayate. And now he has to go down too.
We will probably see the first tower going down.
So the first tower is being attacked. Iggy trying to use her long range first ability to take down the minions, and she was successfully doing so.
Yes. One more thing we have to point out though, it's if blue side will not be careful, they will have to deal with a Killgraph who's been perma farming and is 001 here that just come on.
Here's actually snatched in that Iggy, and now Ivanov is left back here with no teammates assisting him, but he has his first ability to retreat. But now his teammates have to go down.
Kira here proving to be the most effective jungler once more.
Kirov losing between 3 members. He's trying to use his ultimate to back up. Yeah, he was successfully doing so, but with only
a sliver of HP.
Health back. Is it Hayate trying to split push? He almost got that inner tower. Well, yeah. Team DG is split pushing all over the 3 lanes. They're leaving absolutely no chance for Team Hang Scott to go in and recover.
Yes, they need a good
going on here between no.
It's just poking at this point. It doesn't do much. It's just the range on Iggy is still really annoying, even though the blue team is still ahead.
See that? Very annoying here. Fucking things, getting them out danger. So far.
We can see once more that in the end, the zip is allowing Team Hanger to play a lot more freely here.
Absolutely, after like 5 or 6 times continuously sucking the minions, now the gold lead is 7k gold. You can see that Killgrove is somewhere very far away. Chi and Hayate will try to take him down. Some bait by Hayate. Chi is going on here, but Killgrove was able to retreat with his ultimate. Wow, that his teammates. Who was that? Let me check. Yeah, Porn, his teammate, was not as lucky as him, as he was ganked by 4 people and he has to go down too. So some audio problems here.
Yes. And one more thing we have to point out here, it's this might end in quickly, so the whole point of having a late game team comp from the points get shut down though, which is gonna give them a way back since that shutdown went to the phone. The Hayate gets shut down, so that's gonna be bad.
Now the gold lead is now, I think, 8k gold now. That richest player in the map is going to be
Kira. Who's the richest?
Kira. 8.5k gold, almost finishing her build already. Now we see some action between Kilgrove and Chi. Kilgrove having some slight disadvantages, but his teammate were there. Kira doing a massive amount of damage. 1 or 2 seconds, almost take down that Varus.
Oh, the zip is being annoying again, putting out the clips.
Damn, was so lucky.
And here we see Darksayer getting picked up by Blue side. No contesting that.
So far, we can still notice that Kira hasn't used up her magic orb yet.
Yes, she didn't need to. She went in and out perfectly every time so far. So she probably doesn't need to use her Octave Orb yet. Oh, but
Massive damage by Hayate already.
Well, we could see that Hayate, Kira, Fawn are probably starting to hit late game now. Even Chi is getting him late game. Rowan with the dragon. But this is a bad fight actually coming out from... They just barely got a tower and 2 kills. But this might be enough for GG.
I think this is going to be... Yeah, they're gonna have to need some more lanes before Chi here. They want to play it safe. Yeah, Zip was so annoying. He's always stuck up his teammate in danger. But now, Sword was being taken down fairly quickly, and now the game is going to be 4-team DG here.
We have to wait a second though, since they don't have any creeps. Zip can go grab some, but Kilgrove comes out. He's probably going to help them.
Yeah, we have both Kilgrove and Ibnaf here.
Zip trying to end here, summing the creeps in, but with no help from his teammate. They all died because they were too greedy. They should have just attacked the base and ended it quickly.
But want to go for a perfect game, taking down all the high ground towers, then take down that base and end the game beautifully. Now Kilgrove jumping in, trying to clear the minions. He was able to retreat out safely. 49 seconds left until the Dark Slayer come out. The gold lead is now still 8,000 gold. No, it's 7,000.
I'm hoping for the I am trash on Kilgrove to pull something through.
Zip can see that from
a bit. So
that's a miscalculation from Zip right there. Having his teammate to be shut down, but still, his team were too strong.
Just the goal difference, just even if he failed that completely, it didn't make sense. But that's something you have to watch out on Zip though. That even if a tower goes down, the little emblem there still pushes Zip away.
Yeah, the ruined part of the tower.
So it does count as a wall. Even sometimes when you're walking, you can hit it. So be careful though. Well, amazing game from Kira. Great game from Zip. Overall, the blue team did amazing. There's not much to say. On the other side though, Iggy still being a phone in most people's side. I think they got slightly outband picked there by letting the Zip open. And picking into a comp with such low CC against it. They should have opted for someone with just a bit more CC as the support. Ifet is good, but he relies heavily on his ultimate. And Varus just couldn't come off. She basically, as a jungler, she basically did nothing. 14% damage and 20% tank. Kilgraf, on the other hand, probably farmed quite well and probably did quite good trying to push out the towers, which was just outgolded by the new enchantment alchemy from the Chi. Overall, there's not much to say here other than congrats to Blue Team on a great performance on their whole team. We would like to thank our sponsors again, Teamy, AoV, and Trovo for the 100k vouchers and the 150 euros prize pool. And we hope to see you guys soon for the next match.
Guys, I think I'm gonna have to go off here. Oh,
The silent death is here. Heroes to conquer, dressed in fear. Don't make a sound, don't let them hear. Cause if you're found, then you'll be disappear. I'm coming for glory. This is the only way to be. You've heard all my stories, you know it's in my destiny. No pain, no love, it's a long game, focus. Dive in the war, be the soldier. No difficulty can hold us. Keep looking out for the danger, even from things that we seem to love. Just with a snap of my fingers, enemy turn to dust.
Now keep coming, keep knocking my door. It's the bloodshed that leaves me hungry for more. Always ready for war, feasting on the applause. Cause victory is written into my core. So come on,
now bring it on. I've been waiting for too long. My rage is growing stronger than a storm.
so come on. Can you feel it now? This is what I'm talking about.
The craving sound inside my mind for days and hours. I say it loud, say it proud. I got my dreams in me. Here comes the killing spree. Can't be defeated, cause I am believing. Let victory make history.
There will be pains again, but then we gain from it. We never aim the same. Yeah, it's hurricane in my lane. That's raining flame away. If you wanna taste of my game, there'll be silent cut. The violent rush, even lights get shut with the direct touch. I need no luck, cause I'm the one, and this is my winning song. So come on.
Now bring it on. I've been waiting for too long. My rage is growing stronger than a storm.
So come on, can you feel it now? This is what I'm talking about.
The craving sound inside my mind for days and hours. I say it loud, say it proud.
Hi, welcome everyone, I am Leandro Mica e eu quero desejar a todos participantes do torneio Summer League um bom jogo. Good luck to all!
My name is Justin and you might know me from the Live with Masters channel. I would just quickly like to wish all of the participants of AoV Summer League 2021 good luck on that big prize pool, and everybody else so much fun on watching the content. Hope to see you all on the battlefield soon, guys.
Hello, I'm Alfonso Gardeazabal, once again speaking on behalf of the Arena of Valor development team. We've got a great new Arena of Valor update coming your way, and I'm here to bring you all the first-hand news straight from the development team. We're really pleased to see that the championship, which underwent a major update in the previous update, was well received. One of my coworkers tells me how they competed in every match with friends and managed to win only one championship, making them a single crown champion. Although the competition was very challenging, they say that the fun of competing as a team against other teams was truly something memorable. To players who have won multiple championships, you have my heartfelt admiration. All right then, back to business it is. Let's take a closer look at what we've got for you in this new update. We've always shown zero tolerance towards match-breaking or abusive behaviors. However, the algorithm has always been one of the most difficult to optimize in the entire game. Therefore, we are continuing to improve the algorithm and strive for an ongoing progress so that more bad conduct can be subjected to monitoring and penalties, and in turn create a better game environment for everyone. In this tweak, not only did we optimize the algorithm, but we also increased the penalties. Player accounts judged to be displaying match-breaking behaviors will lose all data from the highest rank and the Seal of Kings. This means that match-breaking players will not only be banned from their accounts, but they will also be immediately removed from the rankings. Their highest rank will be reset to Bronze 3, and the Seal of Kings will be reset to 0. Even while penalizing bad conduct, we've always believed that players with good conduct and attitude deserve to be encouraged and be seen as role models by all players. In some cases, even when they lose, these outstanding players continue to encourage their teammates to do their very best, even when at a disadvantage, and not give up until the very end. Even when defeat is imminent, they just keep being positive. In order to encourage these MVPs that lost, we have made a small optimization. When a player becomes the MVP of a losing team, the stars earned by the losing MVP will be settled first. This is to prevent a situation where Brave points are deducted if Brave points and the losing MVP stars are settled simultaneously. With two powerful creatures dominating the battlefield, the enraged Darkslayer and Drake, those brave enough to challenge them on their own often pay a heavy price for their recklessness. If you've experienced the powerful wrath of these creatures, like me, you've probably wondered what it would be like to command the battlefield as they do and gain the absolute power to crush ordinary mortals. Or do you share the thought commonly expressed in fairy tales where dragons are always fated to be slaughtered by the courageous? Given the chance to become a dragon, can you successfully rewrite destiny and become the supreme dominator of the battlefield? In the new gameplay mode, Morph Battle, you will be given your wish. Players will enter battle as a Drake or a Darkslayer. Of course, we have no intention to turn this game into a monster fight like Monster Wars, Darkslayer versus Drake. We want to retain the core experience of Arena of Valor and combine it with the fun of transforming into a dragon to dominate the battlefield. Therefore, in Morph Battle, you will need to meet certain requirements in order to transform into a dragon. Each transformation requires a certain amount of energy, but basic requirements like this should prove relatively easy, as you can kill heroes, minions, monsters, or towers to charge up. Once the charge-up requirements have been met, you'll be able to transform with a single tap. Although Morph Battle is a 5v5 match, there won't be any restrictions on players using the same hero or the number of dragons on the battlefield. In other words, you can transform together with your friends to form a 5-dragon team. Just thinking about it should be enough to get anyone's heart racing. Just between you and me, the dragon skills are really interesting and will definitely be an eye-opener for you. Whether you prefer the dexterous Drake or the formidable Darkslayer, come try your hand out in Morph Battle. Since the birth of Arena of Valor, players have always been familiar with the profile page. However, due to the existing page design, it hasn't really been able to keep up with the increasingly rich game content menus that have left it behind. With this new update, we intended to have the profile page not only display personal info, but also become a personal social space for every player. The new personal space system allows for better self-expression and interaction with the other players. And you can probably hear my cat meowing in the background. I'm actually going to leave that in because it's kind of funny. Anyway, continuing. First of all, we wanted to create a space where players could express themselves and to be able to freely create their own image and tell their own narratives. What better way can there be to demonstrate your attitude in Arena of Valor than with your favorite heroes? After the update, there will be a 3D hero image display function on the profile page where players can display their favorite hero as well as the most impressive and cool skins they own. Anyone who enters your personal space will be drawn to the visual focus immediately. Additionally, you will also be able to edit and display more personal info on your player card to give other players a more comprehensive understanding of who you are in real life. We want every player to feel genuinely appreciated by others and actively express their appreciation to others as well. Therefore, the update will also come with the addition of a new popularity function for the personal space. You can like other players' spaces and be liked by other players. And you will also be able to know who has visited you. The new footprint function displays visitors to your space and you will know who cares about you. The ever-evolving friendships and bonds in Arena of Valor's battlefields are one of the most important aspects of this game. We hope to see more interesting and heartwarming interactions between those friends. The update will also allow close friends to tag each other, and the tags will be converted into screen comments in their personal space. We have also expanded the relationship items in terms of more methods to gift and better performance. You will also be able to gift relationship items from your personal space and friends list. The gifting performance has also been optimized. It is our wish that every relationship in Arena of Valor will flourish and grow stronger. The main battlefield has always been the module that we put the most effort into. In this update, we've also made tons of tweaks and improvements after going through and processing everyone's feedback. The first is enchantments, as we want the enchantment system to be as rich and relevant as possible within Arena of Valor. The old Visceral Boost enchantment was seldom used due to its limited application. At the same time, it also had a low win rate. In this update, the all-new Alchemy enchantment will replace the old Visceral Boost. By equipping Alchemy, players can get extra gold through attacking enemy heroes or towers. Although the amount won't be much, per instance, it adds up a lot over time, and skilled players can take advantage of this to snowball their earnings. No matter what lane you prefer, or what heroes you're skilled at, or even your gameplay style, no one's ever going to say no to more gold. Additionally, we've also optimized the controls for walking along walls and going through walls, holding onto the ability buttons and the abilities with specific targets. At the same time, the left D-pad now follows dynamically. Meanwhile, we've also enhanced the damage effect of certain classes to optimize battlefield clarity. Details of these changes can also be found in the patch notes of Beta 32. We hope that the update additions and changes in this version of Arena of Valor will bring everyone a fresher and fairer game experience. We also look forward to all of you dragons, warriors, no, both, excelling in the game and making new friends. Let's meet again on the Enterus battlefield.
Blowing up, run this game together like a dream. Lighting up ballerinas, do not messing with the team. Look at them, look at us, magical thing versus some me. Saving us for myself, breaking corners and strength.
This game's well lashing it, fam. Didn't give a damn, we in game, it's wicked. Hello came my bag when my rollies packed down. Kings trust me, my missus. There ain't no I in this. Prom lick it, cause we're working back to back. None of that chit chat, bruv. Money and fame, racks on racks on racks. Me dod, reload, in war, let's roll, whoa, they got me calling, bruv. Me dod, quad hard. United we roll, AoV got me calling, bruv.
I've been waiting for this. Don't let them waste all your time. Strike a line on this. Feel it for light in the night, yeah. United, we stand divided. Before we all run it, live it up, don't you know? Together, we fight, together, we race. We all run it, live it up, don't you know?
miracle will come to us. You can't stop me.
You lost.
You are the one who's losing. Time is up. You'll see the fate of Athenor. Let's welcome the arrival of God.
I am Chief.
heroes to conquer, dressed in fear. Don't make a sound, don't let them hear. Cause if you're found, then you'll be disappear. I'm coming for glory. This is the only way to be. You've heard all my stories, you know it's in my destiny. No pain, no love, it's a long game, focus. Dive in the war, be the soldier, no difficulty can hold us. Keep looking out for the danger, even from things that we seem to love. Just with a snap of my fingers, enemy turn to dust.
Now keep coming, keep knocking my door. It's the bloodshed that leaves me hungry for more. Always ready for war, feasting on the applause. Cause victory is written inside my core. So come on,
now bring it on. I've been waiting for too long. My rage is growing stronger than a storm.
so come on, can you feel it now? This is what I'm talking about. The craving sound inside my mind for days and hours.
I say it loud, say it proud. I got my dreams in me. Here comes the killing spree. Can't be defeated, cause I am believed in. Let victory make history.
There will be pains again, but then we gain from it. We never aim the same. Yeah, it's hurricane in my lane, that's raining flame away. If you wanna taste my game, there'll be silent cut, the violent rush. Even lights get shut with the direct touch. I need no luck, cause I'm the one, and this is my winning song. So come on,
Now bring it on. I've been waiting for too long. My rage is growing stronger than a storm.
so come on, can you feel it now? This is what I'm talking about. The craving sound inside my mind for days and hours.
Say it loud, say it proud. I got my dreams in me. Here comes the killing spree. Can't be defeated, cause I am believed in. Let victory make history. I got my dreams in me. Here comes the killing spree. Can't be defeated, cause I am believed in. Let victory make history. Yeah.
Hi, welcome everyone, I am Leandro MK e eu quero desejar a todos participando do torneio Summer League um bom jogo. Good luck to all!
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, but the stream behind, if I have to cast, I have to be under this. I'll try and PM Justin, just to see if he can you come cast? 'Cause well, at least we're getting a game, so that's something, I guess. Oh, dang. Yeah. Give them. Okay. Okay. Hello, guys. Today, right now, we have red side Team Equalist and blue side Team Legend. Hey, Justin. We're waiting for the game to start. So right now we can thank our sponsors, Trovo, AoV, and Timmy for the 100k vouchers and the 150 euro prize pool. We should also thank Legend as the main organizers and the other organizers for providing us with this great tournament. With that, all the members are in, and the game is starting now. We're waiting for the ban from the blue side. Well, Zip gets banned every time. Zip to have 100% win rate on this tournament, so it's a wise ban, to say the least. Fawn gets banned though, which is quite surprising since Fawn is one of the better ADCs, but there are quite many. Zata also gets banned by blue side here from Team Equalist, and Hayate from red team. So they decided to ban out a very true damage based ADCs. So we're probably going to see quite a few warriors and tanks from them. Anate gets as a first pick on the blue side here from Team Equalist. Anate is a solid pick as a support, and she doesn't reveal much. Well, I'll be casting right now, and there should be a caster arriving soon because he has some technical difficulties. Here we see a Lorion and a Crack getting hovered by Team Legend. So very high CT with AoE stuns, but no, they chose to go for Alistar here. Quite a strong pick. We've seen quite a few good Alistar during this tournament. Also gets picked up. The Elsu picked up here means it's a wise choice since Elsu is one of the last ADC that can still shoot down tanks quite well. Which is a normal attack doing some more damage thanks to his passive. On top of that, we see Zip get hovered. Zeo get hovered here. Probably a Zeo jungle, not the strongest pick. They want to go for an AP jungler here, probably. So it means they might put the Elsu in mid, which would be really interesting. In that case, I would recommend a ban for Gilded on the Team Legend here. Because if it ends up being Elsu Gilded in mid, there'd be hell to pay if those two get to scale.
Hello?
Yes, Mask.
Oh, sorry guys, I had some technical issues on my mic there.
Yes.
I forgot that I pushed it, put it to do push to talk for last time, and I didn't take it off. So I'm happy to be here now. Good evening, guys. How is everybody doing? I would really appreciate you, Yugi, if you could just give me a quick overview. Who is on the blue side, and please.
Oh, blue side it's Team Equalist, and on the red side is Team Legends. Yes.
All right. Sorry, just taking a quick note there. Okay, fantastic. Sorry, guys, I'm late. Sorry, Yuki, for the technical issues, but I'm very, very, very happy to be here now. As yeah, probably you already went over the first bans and picks, but now we've got a Florentino band for Team Equalist, and we've got key band for Team Legends here, locking in both of the ADCs. Elsu on the jungle talent at the moment. Could he be able to switch with Zil? Probably not, right, Yugi?
Yeah, I think Zil is probably going to go jungle, but I want to see this Elsu go mid though. It'd be really interesting.
Wow, if this Elsu goes mid, we have seen it before, if I'm not mistaken, on YSO here before, and it turned out to work pretty well for them. So we shall see how this is going to be going. And in the meanwhile, we've got Irie banned for Team Legends, and they're looking for the Lubu, Astrid potentially. They still are missing their jungle hero, so and also their solo laners. So basically, they're going to ban out the Lubu. They don't want to be dealing with that lifesteal. Don't want to build anti-lifesteal here. Okay, nice ban. What do you think, Yugi?
Well, I think these are just normal meta bans. Like, there's nothing really interesting about them, except that, yeah, they just don't want to deal with the very strong heroes in this game.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can see an Annette on the support on Team Equalist against a Greg, which will probably be playing support on Team Legends. What do you think about having that Annette on Team Equalist, Yugi?
Well, Annette allows them to basically disengage and engage, and basically increase their combat potential quite a lot. And the Hyun Annette, that seems to be not quite a lot at first, but when you look at it on long term, it's actually end up being quite a lot.
Absolutely agree with you. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, there's no problem. Plus, they want to pick up an Omen and a Roxy here.
Oh, this is interesting. They all still have the jungle talent. Roxy locked in already for Team Equalist. And now they're going to be looking for their potential Zanis. But they already have the Zil. Either of those two would have to go solo lane then. We see a very, very interesting locked-in Scud for Team Legends as well on the jungle position at this point. And eventually, Team Equalist is going to be locking down Malik for the solo lane potentially. Roxy is gonna go Malik support maybe?
Well, no, Annette is going to be support. Elsu mid, and basically a roaming Annette with two warriors basically playing each side lane.
Do you think Malik is going to be the one there taking the ADC position here?
Well, I would personally put Malik on the ADC position just because of his tankiness and the wave clear. Or else we could see Malok mid as well. Malok mid has been played in this tournament quite a lot here.
Yeah, I mean, Malok would be taking a little bit of that Violet poke damage there. But then again, he can pull off his shield, making it no problem for those pokes from Violet coming out, right?
We're gonna see how these teams line up. It's really interesting, actually, that Red side, Team Legend banned both Hayate and Fawn for the first pick, but now it really does make sense with a team coming out with Varus, Crack, and Scud.
Yeah,
Very tanky heroes, and with that, both of the ADC to shoot down tanks are gone. So
absolutely.
So that Elsu does have good normal attacks, but usually Elsu is prefers to stay in range and just snipe out the enemies.
Yuki, would you say that this Elsu is going to be a make or break hero for this team comp?
Well, yes, Elsu is definitely going to make or break. And we could see the new talent being used on both the ADCs. Alchemy gives you quite a bit more gold early game and allows you to hit the end game items at around minute 13, which is quite good for both of these. Annette also using Alchemy, which is quite strange. I would rather go Explosive Shield on Annette since I don't think she needs the extra gold.
Yeah, I could agree there on you. But yeah, they're really going to be trying out that new talent over there. And then we can see on Team Equalus, lock down the Malok, Annette, Roxy, Elsu, and Zil. Whereas at the Team Legends, we've got a Virus, Greg, Alistair, Violet, and Scott here.
Yes. We could clearly see that both teams are opting for very oddly, not really meta teams, but like just on the range of, just on the cusp of being meta, without actually being very meta.
Absolutely.
Greg is his first pull there.
Greg did his first pull, trying to lock in someone there, basically hiding into that bush, but they got the wrong side. Elsa was on the other side. We've can seen Virus roaming a little bit around the jungle to secure it for Scud, but then Malok eventually clears the first wave, and then we've got a little bit of action going on where Team Equalus has already tried to get a little advance on the gold. I actually think they did get it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And that, yeah, that's very important, probably on the first engagement. So now we've got a 4-team on Team Legends already in middle. Violet trying to do some poke damage over there on Twerks. And yeah, it's not going to result in any big damage or any big team fight for now. But then we can see Annette trying to gain some vision. Who is there in that jungle? And this could be very expensive for him. Getting hooked by that Greg. And now Twerks with the Roxy just jumps in. It's very low HP. But eventually, looks like it's going to be going away. They're going to trade that HP down for the Alistair. And now we've got Virus trying to do some damage there as well. Zil jumping in on his ultimate on the Violet. Wasn't low enough to get him down. Violet is just going to go with Set. And Virus is going to stay there below the tower. Greg is trying to get that vision. There's 4 people chasing him though. But is going to be able to get below the tower. He is. And yeah, some really nice poke damage. Wow, Scud doing 759 damage on that Annette, and that really hurts.
Yes, well, Scud right now is extremely powerful, but Scud's gonna have a bit of a hard time versus this team comp of Malok and Zil. They still do. Malok does true damage, and Zil does percentage of HP damage. Both really threatening to the Scud, which is basically based off purely HP.
Absolutely.
And as we predicted, this Elsu's definitely going mid here. And he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's absolutely doing a great job. He's clearing out that minion wave really, really fast, so he can rotate to the different lanes. He's roaming a little bit around with a net. He's not going like by himself as he should be, so he's doing a great job here. And then on middle, we've got insane damage coming out. And the first kill could be coming in, and it is on Zil. Virus is going down. Alistair locked in the magical prison on Bubble Banks, going down in the ambush Scud, and there it goes. It's going to be a trade, but then in the end, Scud is also going to be taking down the net, and this puts it on a 2-1 Team Legend advantage here. Still, the gold lead is still on Team Equalus, though.
But wow, an insane engagement there for both teams in middle. I think it didn't work out exactly the way Team Equalus would like it to work out. But their most important hero is still alive, which is the Elsu at this point. Doing a great job. As long as that Elsu doesn't really go down, there is nothing much to worry about, especially this early into the game.
Yes, but we could clearly see that that's an overextension by Malok. He didn't need to.
And an overextension here by Violet. Zill is jumping in, Roxy dragging him down, and that's gonna finish Violet off. Violet is down into the tombstone. Then Greg ulting here on Elsu, but the damage of Alistair isn't enough to get that Elsu down. Now, wow, Junior it wasn't a bad situation, but he eventually could escape pretty easily. Didn't get stunned a lot, didn't get CC'd a lot below the tower. Greg is going to be going back to base, though, to restore his health, prepare for next team fight, and this is very interesting. They're now trying to chase the Scud. Zill is there, but he's not going to have enough damage. Then Vitamin is going to be locked by the prison here. Zill eventually is taking down that Scud. A very, very, very important kill that they had to pull off. Now Elsu here trying to escape. He does have that jump away. But in the meanwhile, June here is going to be taken down for sure. They see he is low HP, while Greg still tries and try to find that Elsu to grab him out. But Elsu done a great job there, getting back. And that puts the count on a 3-3 with equal gold here at the moment.
Yes, well, I think that the Crack should have just hooked onto the low Malok there. I know Elsu is worth more, but at that point, basically Malok was blocking the hook from Crack to Elsu. So he should just hook in the Malok. Malok was low. He wouldn't have went down.
Absolutely. Also nice to pull out. Oh man, this Roxy is going to be pulled off, but of course he's got that amazing shield, that defensive build that's just going to keep him alive. Low mana, but that shouldn't be a big deal for him. Violet's just standing below the tower. Is he AFK? And he is, and it's going to cost him his life. Oh man, the Violet in the worst scenario possible, going down. But then Alistair locking that prison on the Zill. Eventually, Violet is going to be taken down, as we already saw. Alistair going to be followed up by the Elsu. And now the one that's struggling is Roxy, trying to tank some damage. Malok ulting there, down as well. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Elsu is incredibly low, and as we could have expected, Varus there to end up that kill. Malok dealing some insane damage to that Varus, trying to do the damage he needs to do. But there's just Roxy and Malok. He's going to be tower diving, and that's a little bit dangerous considering that Alistair came in, finishing off and securing that kill. Wow, and eventually this was favorable for Team Legends here. I mean, Malok, I feel like he a little overextended there. Seeing that Roxy was already a little low HP, he knew that Roxy definitely wouldn't be coming back. And he tried to trade that kill, but eventually it didn't work out for him.
Yes, and right now this tower might be going down. This would be first tower. If Team Legend could get it, and they do. Roxy can't defend the tower. 2v1 is too difficult.
Okay, and we see Scott locked in on the dragon as well, and he's going to be taking it down, and that's going to be putting Team Legends in a very favorable situation here with almost a 2k gold lead on the 6-minute mark. Greg really overextending here, trying to grab that Elsu, but he does a great job avoiding it, while just yeah, we could have expected that Zill jumping on there and just finishing off the job with an add-on Elsu there as well.
Yes, now it's looking like a very intense game. A lot of fighting happening already.
A lot of fighting, and then Team Legends had this little advantage on gold from 2k going down to 1k. Violet getting a lot of poke damage, but then they really know how they need to focus, and they're going on the Elsu as well as they try to jump on the Violet. Zill taking down that Violet, also going to be taking Alistair down, and oh man, that's Varus going to be followed up, and Scud wants to be there. Scud wants to jump in there, but he was just a tiny bit too late. If the Scud would be there on time, it definitely could have like kind of rotated things around. But this is the gameplay we want to see here of Team Equalus, not giving up, trying to hook that Elsu out again, but Greg doesn't succeed on that. Zill jumping in, Elsu making a perfect shot to poke damage out on Greg. And yeah, this does turn things around, where now the gold lead is on neither side. Pretty much the same, and yeah, we're looking at a very, very cool game here again. One tower lost by both of the teams, Oh man, I'm popping off my chair here, Yugi.
Yes, it's looking like a very great game here with a lot of fighting. And
Wow,
again,
both teams playing very aggressive. Zil jumping on that Greg again, leaving him with barely HP left on his HP bar. Roxy's gonna try and compete here against the Virus, but yeah, he's not gonna be able to do much.
I would like to see what Roxy is actually building right now. It'd be quite interesting to see if she has she's the one using the anti-heal for Varus, or is it a Malok, or could Zil wouldn't build it, so let's look at it.
Oh, Scud is jumping in with that huge HP bar. Zil is trying to jump on that low HP heroes, but eventually it's going to be costing him his life with a magical prison here on the Alistair. And that's doing a great job to pull people back. And yeah, they should definitely be going back. Team Equal is very low HP, but they are not going to let that escape. Virus is going to be taking him down. Now they got a full creep wave to clean that middle tower down as well. Scud, in meanwhile, doing a great job to get that dragon, get that extra gold lead back again. And this is not going to be it yet. They're going to be pushing that second tier tower down from the mid as well. Crack securing that Elsu from defending. Oh, wow. This is a great push here by Team Legends.
Yes, I would expect Elsu to greet in for the snipe on the creep there. One more thing we can see is that even the items build Team Equalist has figured out to get the anti-heal on Annette. Zil doesn't have to get it, and Roxy doesn't have to get it, so they are going to be quite tanky this game.
But is it then a good choice to have this Roxy play against Varus there for a second? If he didn't have the anti-heal, he basically has no choice as long as Varus can pop up their ult. Zil jumping on the Varus here, doing a fantastic job. It's going to be a magical prison, taking that Zil down, and this is going to put them in a weird situation, and that's going to be hooked. And yeah, they're all trying to poke that damage, but eventually it's going to be very favorable here for Team Legends, taking down that Annette. Malik barely alive, and they're not going to let him escape. Scud is going to trade his life for it, but that's going to be very worth it for him on 3 kills for Team Legends and 2 kills for Team Equalist here. Greg is still staying there. Why, oh, why? Why, oh, why? Greg is going to take down Elsu, that super important hero for their team fights. And now we start to see a gold lead, Yugi.
Yes, and a commanding one as well. A 5k goal lead with Elsu being in front for Equalist's side, with Zil not far behind. And from Team Legend, whereas Alistair's on quite a bit of gold lead.
Alistair is doing a fantastic job here, Yugi. Putting down that magic prison exactly where he wants it, having his teammates wander around to do the damage they need to do. I mean, not to mention out that he already does a lot of damage, but they just want to secure it out. They want to take no risk. You only see that Alistair locking someone in when he's around his teammates, and else he's just going to pull back because he knows that if he locks someone in, Zil can just come in and kill him off. And now they're going to be doing the Dark Slayer, unable to compete it. Greg delivering that vision and the wall for them to be able to contest it, and now a 5k gold lead appears up with the Dragon Slayer buff on Team Legends.
Yes. One more thing we see is probably a misbuild by Malok here, going straight for Fenrir. Quite an odd decision, since I would prefer to go Fenrir on the 3rd item on the Malok. You need that life, that HP and that defense to just stay in the fight for longer. Then you can dish out more damage.
Yeah, I guess that Malok here tried to push all of his Las Vegas chips on the damage. Elsu already has quite a lot of damage, and now we see Roxy here not expecting 4 people to go down and take his life. Of course, Greg pulling out a perfect hook. Then we've got Alistair with the magical prison. And if that wasn't enough, why not throw a Greg ultimate out as well?
Yes. I think that might be slightly overkill by them.
But then again, why wouldn't they secure the kill there? They just wanted to secure that Roxy.
Yes, but I think that Roxy wouldn't have escaped even with just magic prison there. Now Crack is in the situation where he has to wait his ultimate back up. It's just got back up right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, his cooldown pretty much can allow him to throw that ultimate out even potentially failing, and he's hooking exactly who he has to hook, and that's the Elsu. And the bottom tower is going to be going down. There's no tier 3 left on the bottom tower. Zeal is going to be going back. Roxy barely on HP. Scudder's damage bar is so insanely big, it's just not able to delete it. And Malak going down, and that's going to be concluding the first match of Team Legends. What an insane gameplay here, Yugi.
Yes, Team Legend did amazing in this game. Greg probably deserved this MVP. 5-1-10 on Greg. What a play.
I absolutely agree with you. He definitely did it. Zeal tried to jump in there, do the damage. But wow, man, that Greg's ult, Alistair's ult, I don't think they had cleansing. And if they had cleansing, just has too much cooldown. They didn't really communicate that very well.
On Alistair's ult either way.
Oh so, yeah, that's very true as well. I mean, Alistair, there's no escape. Then potentially you could be escaping from the Greg, but then when there's 4 people down there, the damage is too big to even mention escaping, you know?
Yes, and we could see that Alistair and Scud with a bigger Varus doing the main bulk of the damage. They had a Violet who seemed to have some connection issues there, but it didn't really matter. She still did quite a bit of damage as well. On the other side, Malok going for Fenrir first item, failing completely to do any damage. He was simply too swishy. And Zeal playing quite well, and also playing quite well, building up into attack speed for the Elsu and damage for Zeal. Tried to play the game, was quite good early to mid game, but when the snowball kept unrolling, they just couldn't defend.
Absolutely, I feel that Team Legends has practiced the rotations a little bit more than Team Equals. Elsu here, as you said, did a fantastic job holding that middle lane down, but I couldn't completely agree more with you. I mean, once they start snowballing, there was just no escape for them. They had to still clear that waves, and once they did that, and they saw one hero by themselves there from Team Equalers, they didn't even hesitate to go and take that hero down and engage for the next team fight, facing at least like only 4 heroes at maximum, and they really took that advantage. A great gameplay by both teams. Then Team Legends is going to be finally taking the win. Exactly.
Yes. Team Legend did quite well, and they had a team composition and the way they wanted to play the game, and it did, and it was quite successful.
Oh yes. Oh yes, and also to mention, it was very interesting that just when the update came around, both going on Alchemy, Enchantment there, yeah, it was a fair play. It was a fair play. They really tried their best, both of them. I feel like Team Legends in the beginning there was just kind of roaming around. How far can we go into the jungle? How far can we go on our rotations? And they were just kind of testing it out. And once they got the hold on it, they knew exactly what to do.
I would have preferred the Elsu being partnered with a Gilded in mid there. The Annette played really well, but I think it was quite unnecessary. Having a Gilded there with the stun would have allowed the Elsu to poke even more, and that might have worked in the Team Equalist's favor. But since they first picked into the Annette, since they thought it was a meta pick, which is correct, but they had to look at the situation where both Hayate and Fawn got bent out, and know that the opponent went for a tanky team, and they had no real answers to it. At the end, you saw that Scud went into 5 people and survived.
Yeah, also to mention, that Scud HP bar was very thick. It was just very, very thick. It's like drilling a wall, but it's too thick, you know. You're trying to drill, but the drill is just not coming through the wall. And we could see that on the Scud building full tank damage. And then if we look at that side, if we saw Malok not building really defensive equipment there, I think they lacked a little bit of a hard tank being able to tank that damage out. What do you think, Yugi?
Well, usually when you have a team of Roxy and Malok, you're not supposed to be switching. But here they clearly are. And that came back to bite them. Malok went for Fenrir, Roxy went for Frosty's Revenge as their first items, which means that they couldn't sustain that long. And that
exactly.
deciding factor of this game. Since I think personally Violet and Elsu does around the same amount of damage.
Yeah, but then we've got Violet with that. Yeah, we've got that Violet with a little bit of limited range, where Elsu can just pull it off a little bit longer range. Elsu did not lose. Elsu did not miss a lot of his shots, which is really favorable. That means that Elsu really knows what he's doing. It's obviously important. But then, oh man, this Greg, he was not hooking anyone who's not squishy enough to be killed. He knew exactly who he wanted to hook into his teammates to make sure that the one he hooked was potentially going down, and they did a great job on finishing, following up on that Greg hook.
Yes, and now we're going to be waiting for the next game, coming up in 10 minutes. So we are going to be right back. So let's thank our sponsors, Trovo, Timmy, and AoV for a prize pool of 100k vouchers and 150 euros.
Absolutely. If you are thinking about streaming at this point, be sure to check Trovo out. They are absolutely amazing with great support. They deliver support on the Discord server as well. They are absolutely popping off.
You can pause us a bit better.
Are we live?
Yes, we're live.
Alright, and welcome back everyone for this second match of tonight. On one side, the blue side, we've got Team Don, and on the other side, we have the Team Geringverdiener, or DG from now on.
Yes, Justin. We're hoping for a great match, yes. This will be a show match, though. So all the players can show off all their skills.
I mean, wow, how unfortunate would it be for Team Don to be able to pull a win on this match, and then still Team Geringverdiener is going to be taking the win. But hey, we shall see how it goes. Still cool, they're still in the show match and they completely pull off. And yeah, slowly getting into the match where we see Mina banned for Team Don, and we've got Irie banned on Team GV.
Yes, Team DG. Irie, they will probably ban the Irie and Florentino against, like they did last time, I think. Making Zip open would be terrible. They left Zip open and they had to pay heavily last time.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be leaving that Zip open, and as we say, there's going to be banned by Team Don. They don't want to be dealing with that. Then again, Team Don didn't have first pick, if I'm not mistaken, so they pretty much could have forced Team DG in banning the Zip, but I guess they just want to force them to ban another hero, and it's going to be the Iggy.
Oh yes, but maybe from Team Don, no one knows how to play Zip at a high level. That could also be a possibility. It's hard to train with Zip when you're never getting to play him.
Yeah, absolutely. Me myself haven't even been able to pick Zip in ranked matches to start training really the Zip, and then maining a Zip, especially when he gets banned so often, it's just a waste of time, basically, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. We've got L'Oreal locked in for Team Don. Then Team DG already has a clear view of what they want to pick. Picking a Fennec at the moment for the jungle position, and they're going to get a Teamy in there. Really interesting pick. We see how powerful Teamy can be at the right place at the right time. And if Team DG knows how to manage that Teamy, that's actually going to be very, very favorable here for DG.
If that Teamy can stack up with the new enchantment Alchemy, which I still don't have confirmation that they do or don't, it will be insane. Imagine a full build Fennec at the 10th minute. How are you supposed to deal with that?
This would be an issue, yeah, but that would kind of force Teamy to roam around with that Fennec. We should see.
Fine.
No, we should see what Team Don is going to be picking, if they will allow Teamy basically to roam. Because if Team Don here picks a lot of poke damage, as for example the Gaffney, then there is solo laner on the bottom side, on the Dragon lane, will possibly be facing some issues here. Also locked in Florentino by Team Don. Absolutely insane hero, picked very often by teams, taking the jungle position for now.
I'm thinking of more of a Slayer position in the tournament for Florentino personally, but we might see him jungle. An Alistair here gets to basically to counter the Florentino and to allow the Teamy to roam with the Zip, I'm guessing.
I'm not 100% sure, Yugi, if I got it right, but I think I saw a hover here of Team Don on that hero. So they could potentially be picking that out, but maybe at a later stage at this point.
Yes, and the Raz get picked in instead here by Team DG.
Ooh, that Raz being able to quickly jump on someone, drag him back, do an insane amount of damage. If this Raz knows what he's doing, he's definitely going to be able to make a difference here. Then we've got Kira banned out here straight away. Insane damage output, and that means that they don't basically expect that Florentino to be going jungle here, Yugi.
Yes, as I said already, when you see a Florentino, you always expect him to be in Slayer lane. That's what he should be more comfortable with, smurfing on every other hero. Other than maybe Chi is a good counter to Florentino, maybe Irie.
I'm not gonna lie.
So
I'm pretty excited to see basically a Florentino jungle here on the tournament. Imagine we see that. Also to fill out, Alice picked Florentino, which is basically their replacement So this is going to be the person that doesn't have great communication with Team Don potentially. And yeah, we don't know what is going to be happening. And hovering out that net there is going to trigger a ban from the G side.
Yes. I don't doubt, and I don't have any doubt that the Florentino on the alias would be successful. He is a brilliant player, and we faced up against him already.
Absolutely agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. Interesting, Raz is picking up a flicker as well for now. So basically, after pulling them out, if he's low HP, could just jump out. He's going to be banned from Team Don side, and now it's going to be on Team DG on who they are going to be picking next. Who do you think that's going to be a potential good support hero here for Team Don?
For Team Don, a very good support hero here would be quite tough. A hard tank with quite a bit of damage. I'll say Malok support would be great here. Or even a Crash. Both of them just got buffed, and they are really strong right now.
We can also see that Team DG has been locking in the Wonder Woman now. And this means that in between of Teamy and Wonder Woman, they've got quite a lot of HP to handle that Caffeine. Yeah, they basically had no choice. They needed that damage. They needed that HP.
A max, Hubbard. We might see a max support this game, which would be really interesting. I hope so. But they still have one last pick, so maybe max on Slayer lane and Flow jungle this game.
Interesting. We've seen on
support. Zenyo also gets picked up.
Yeah, Zenyo is going to be probably the support here, if I'm not mistaken. Max most likely dealing with solo lane. Florentino is going to be their jungle pick. And Loyal easy carry. I wouldn't be surprised if he would be playing Loyal here again. We've seen that before.
Yes, and I would hope that the L'Oreal does amazing again. L'Oreal easy carry is probably one of the best L'Oreals we've seen so far. And yeah.
Yeah, well, we can definitely see that he's got a lot of games on his name with L'Oreal, or at least a lot of experience. He knows where to be. He knows he needs to throw his ultimate out to do the ultimate damage. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be pulling off a great game again. And now hovering on the ADC for the G side. Hovering over the Violet, which is pretty good because they could be poking out some damage. Not get too close to that Caffeine as they really want to try and stay as far as they can from that Caffeine. Yeah, great pick, I would say. Great pick.
Yeah, but that means the Fennec is on his own this game.
That means indeed that the Fennec is going to be on his own. And yeah, this is going to just straight out the bat finish off with our theory of Timmy wandering around with Fennec. Still could be taking the risk on picking Violet on as a solo, but no, we should see.
Violet's just gonna get caught if she goes without the support. If they wanted to put a solo ADC, they should have picked Hayate of all things. Hayate, Joker, even Valheim would be a good better choice if they wanted a solo ADC.
Yeah, absolutely. And now the counter is going to be going down. And we can see on Team Don side, we've got a Channel with Tower Disrupt, Florentino, Max, Caffeine, and L'Oreal facing a Fennec, Wonder Woman, Vine.
The entire map when they want to.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, Max can also travel all the way from a different side of the map to there. So that's probably going to be some great potential on team fights here for Team Don. We should be seeing, though, how they're going to pull this strategy off. We see Timmy there wandering in the middle lane just to make sure that Raz doesn't get poked too much. Timmy's going to be wandering around that Fennec for a little bit there, securing the jungle. And maybe, just maybe, he might be just going with that Fennec at this point until Violet is really struggling and saying, "Hey, Timmy, come give me a helping hand," you know?
Well, Violet is probably going to hug this tower and play hyper defensive if she is alone.
And Artillery comes back. Timmy is wandering around with this.
Well, I guess since Violet does have alchemy, it kind of makes sense.
Seems like he doesn't want to share the gold there with his buddy, which, as you said, makes sense. Raz and both Violet being able to pull out that damage outburst, and the Violet is going to be targeted on this channel, but of course there's not enough damage yet to pull anything off.
I would have personally stayed.
Ooh, Max overextending! And Max, that's going to cost him his life. Max overextending there. Yeah, we could kind of see it coming. Top heroes going down. They saw their opportunity and they didn't let it go.
Now they're all going for the Spirit Sentinel after poking out the Max. And then Florentino here still not being able to dive and get the Violet out of the way.
Then we've got 14 Dominus heroes chasing that dragon already. But their rotation is pretty on side. They knew that they were going to do it. And this channel is going to be very low. Florentino very low, jumping back in, unfortunately. It just cost him his life. It was a great try to get that Fennec down and contest the dragon. But it's going to be, again, favorable for Team DG. Both on dragon, both on the kill on that Florentino. And yeah, right now I'm not seeing that Florentino die. Basically, now I'm just seeing that Florentino not getting any experience and the gold loss, which is so valuable in the early game.
Well, the main issue here is if Florentino gets even 2 items, he could probably 2-shot most of the opponent top. Apart from, and an invade coming here by Fennec. Wonder Woman.
Wow, taking that blue buff down. And yeah, he doesn't really need it. Then Florentino is going to be taken down. There was 4 people there, no big surprise. Max couldn't really do anything. He was like, should I go help? No, that's not going to be worth it. Great decision there by Max to just get back and not trade his life as well. And yeah, we're seeing a very, very early gold lead here already. 2k gold lead, 3 minutes into the game. And now they're going to be invading the bottom jungle, trying to take out their red buff. And this is, yeah, very bad for Florentino, as he's not going to be able to get that gold. And as you said, the 3 items he needs to start pulling off the important damage.
Yes, and more than that, we could see that Team DG here is playing so well and so arrogantly that they actually waited the Violet to get there so she can get the red buff.
Absolutely. Tower Disruptor's being pulled off at bottom, and that's going to be allowing them to invade. Timmy is still there, low HP, but they're going to be taking both of the 2 Don's heroes down, the Caffany and Channel as well. Timmy is going to be possibly reviving. Yep, he is. No trouble at all for...
Why the Max didn't go down here and try to get the kill on the Fennec here?
Yeah, absolutely. Then L'Oreal here with a desperate try to defend that tower. But then he's just like, why should I even stay here? Just let them get that tower. And I'm not going to give them any more gold as we already did. We still want to turn it around. And they definitely still can. Then we've got seen...
Too late.
Ultimate. Oh.
Didn't make much sense to OT that. Probably just wanted to clear mid-wave.
Could be. He can travel around it that way. Then we can see Violet taking insane damage. That channel initiate was just perfect. Caffeine going on and dealing some more poke damage. And now if we see 3 people on bottom lane, and this is gonna be putting Violet in a situation to one of 2, either get back and restore or wait for someone to come, and only the Raz is gonna be coming in. 3 of the heroes are down there. Tower Disrupt is on. L'Oreal trying to do some damage there, but it's just not gonna be enough.
We could, in this tournament so far, Zenyo I still rate as a very good hero, but Max has not been very effective in this meta so far.
Absolutely, and there we see the channel coming in with a little bit of heal there with his ultimate for that Florentino, which he absolutely needed. Florentino still can't be pulling out enough damage here to take down, and that's going to be taken down on the channel and the Caffeine. Still a team fight is going on, and are they going to be able to trade all kills? And they definitely are, but they are so low. They're now about to go back. Timmy did a great job there on reviving, and 4 of Team Don's members are now completely destroyed. Only Florentino left.
They could get this second tower here if Flo might try and go and compete here. He's trying to dance one kill.
Oh yeah,
get the second
Florentino
one.
dances and dances, taking that kill. Now
Second
Violet is
kill,
going to be
though.
going down. Second kill. That's going to be a 2-for-1 trade here. We can see Max jumping on Fennec here as well. They were all low. They knew it, and they just took advantage of it. And now they're going to be trying to take that middle tower down. They've got absolute advantage to do so. They already also need to do so. They have a little time, though, before the team comes back. One of them taking some damage here. Of course, he's got the defense to get back. And now they're going to be going Dragon because they are looking at the counter and they're like, hey, guys, we need to get every single gold piece we can get. And they successfully do. Absolutely great job by Team Don here on the counter.
Yes, but I would say that Team DG massively overstayed it there.
Yeah, I feel they got a little bit too confident, most likely.
If you're that low, Florentino just needs 2 flowers to kill you. And with his ultimate, he's basically not taking any damage, basically. It's a 60% damage reduction.
Perfect rotation, but then Chenio doesn't have enough damage to pull that Raz down. And is that going to be costing him his life? Not yet. He's going to be going back because he sees L'Oreal is there. He knows Raz is in that bush. He's very, very low. Do they see him? No, they don't. He's going to be getting back. And that's just only going to be a trade for the Chenio against the Violet. Oh, man. I definitely think that Team Don did a bad job not pursuing there. Raz being teleported back. There could have been a double kill there for them. And in the meanwhile, Chenio is going to be traded for Violet.
Yes, but either way, I think that it was worth it trading a support for the ADC.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Yugi. Absolutely. Yeah. No. They needed to get that Caffney down. They just don't want to give him the gold lead. Florentino here doing an absolute great job. He had the information. Raz is low, guys. But now we see Team Don in a very bad situation with only the Chenio there defending. L'Oreal respawning. 30th tower, mid tower is going to be going down. Chenio is going to be able to get back here. And that's going to be Teamy down. Is he going to revive? Yes, he is. But they're not going to let him escape. Not so fast. Not so fast. Florentino taking him down eventually, taking down that important Dragon there as well, cleaning the middle wave. And that's going to allow them to breathe again and get their heads above water again. They were drowning, man.
Yes, and we can see one more time that the fillers from this tournament are actually doing quite well again. We've seen so far in this tournament that the fillers are probably some of the best players of the tournament. Yeah. Alias here doing a great job on the Florentino jungle.
Yeah, absolutely agree. He did have some critical times though, and now there's going to be an invade channel. It's going to be absolutely destroyed. His Hellbound is going to be deleted by the Violet. Then that's not going to be enough. Fennec taking down that Max as well. Minion wave is coming in. Florentino is low, forced to go back. And is this L'Oreal, together with the Gaffney, going to be able to defend it? I don't know. The minions are in range. They could potentially finish. It's not going to be on the L'Oreal, though. And that important channel is going to be down. And this is going to be a GG. It has to be a GG. No minions, though.
Jimmy going in.
Suiciding.
He's going to die anyways.
They knew it. They knew it. And in the end, we're finishing off with it. Wow, an almost
6K gold lead.
8K gold lead here. Only a 9-minute game, but wow. Such a lot of action going on. We could see perfectly that Team GD knew their rotations, perfect invades, perfect timing in their kills. And then I can see the potential there on Team Don strategy as well, with the Chenio and Max being able to travel all around the map to get to the team fights. But yeah, to be able to travel to those team fights, you have to get there.
The main thing is not getting there. The main thing is they were both extremely swishies, and basically this Fennec with the 4 items and the Violet with the 3 items just bursted them down instantly.
Absolutely. Yeah, they definitely got a complete control of the game there, and this is going to be concluding it for Team Don. It was a show match. I still think they did really good, considering that their Alice wasn't really part of their team. I mean, the synergy was definitely there. Then again, as you said already, pretty weird to see that Max on the tournament. He tried, but he didn't succeed. I mean, I feel that the strategy, the initial strategy they had thought out, just didn't work for them the way they would like it to work.
Usually you see a Max just to use when there are no more counters to Lubu on his layer lane, because of his passive doing 2 damage and reducing heals. Otherwise you shouldn't see Max anymore. Xenio's the better of the two. And Max is just not viable anymore. He just doesn't do enough. He's
Yeah, on rank matches, possibly the Max still works. He's still his best. That means he's got a lot of games. He's pretty good. He's experienced. But yeah, once we face the tournament, we're facing a complete different scenario where people communicate. They know what everyone is going to be about. They know that Max can pop in at any time. And yeah, there was this little overextension by Team DG where they just got absolutely deleted when they were so low. But then again, they knew they had the advantage. They knew that they could do it. And they were just, at some point, they were just overextending. Then they got killed. And we're like, guys, we need to get serious. They'll lose this. Gold lead really capped up for Team DG. And then we could definitely see the switch around on their strategy going like, guys, we need to end this right now. Because if we keep playing like this, it could actually turn out bad for us.
Yes. Overall, a really great performance by Team DG.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right, and this I think is going to be concluding both matches that we had scheduled for today. I would say both matches were absolutely insanity. Team Legends did a great job. And then Team Dawn against Team DG
did a great job.
Absolutely.
And God is also a very good team.
I can't wait to see what these teams are going to bring us on the next journey, Yugi.
Yes, this is going to be a very, very interesting group to look out for.
Absolutely, and of course we couldn't be doing this without Team E Studio supporting this tournament, and also Arena of Valor. We also have got Trovo stopping in to support this community tournaments, which basically allows us all to be here. So a big shout out to them. Thank you so much for sponsoring this tournament, guys.
Yes, and see you guys next time.
See you guys next time. Bye bye. My name is Justin, casting together with my buddy
Yugi PK.
And we shall see you on the next journey. Bye bye.
Hello everyone. We welcome you to our very first European Summer League, organized for the game Arena of Valor. I am Toka, and I will introduce you to the tournament schedule. The tournament consists of 2 stages, the group stage and the playoffs. The group stage will take place on the 90th, 20th, 23rd, and 24th of July. The quarterfinals on the 26th and 27th of July. The semi-finals will happen on the 29th and the 30th of July. The match for the 3rd place will happen on the 2nd of August, and the grand final will take place on the 5th of August. Let us now take a closer look. The group stage consists of 8 groups, each with 4 teams. Every group will have its own time slot. On every group stage day, 2 groups will play. The tournament time zone is the Central European Summer Time, UTC +2. Group A plays on day 1 in the morning, while Group B plays in the evening. Each group plays according to the following schedule. Team 1 will play against Team 2, Team 3 will then play Team 4, then Team 1 will play Team 3, Team 2 will then go up against Team 4, Team 1 will finish off their day by playing Team 4, and finally Team 2 will play Team 3, where the numbers indicate the team number in the group. Every slot has a scheduled time of 4.5 hours with a 30 minutes break. Then Group C and D will play in the same schedules respectively as the previous groups on day 2 and so on. The rules in this stage is a single round robin, and every win grants 1 point, losing will earn 0 points. In addition, the scores of each team will be taken into account. The scores will be averaged for each team from every match and summed up. This average score will be the second factor to determine the position in the group. From every group, the top 1 team will advance into the quarterfinals. Starting from the quarterfinals, things will get a lot more intense. The quarterfinal uses the best of 5 format and is played in a single elimination bracket with global